Good morning. Good afternoon. What time is it?
Alexa, what's the time?
Good afternoon, Shan. It's 12:39 p.m.
Thank you. Merry Vlogmas! Right, Mum, how was your gin last night?
Very nice, thank you.
Could you taste any difference?
No.
Is this the worst 70 quid I've
But
ever
I
spent?
didn't put any, can you do that? Lemon in, so I could taste it. That's good.
She's painted her nails in case that's not obvious. Ooh.
Going out to dinner with the WI.
Oh, it was bathtub, wasn't it, last night?
Bathtub, that's right. No, it didn't taste like a bathtub.
Today, Tarquin.
Tarquins.
Cornish.
Mmm.
Oh, my battery's dying, and there we go. Cornish gin, but
Have a look.
don't say anything
Mum
funny
knows.
for 5 minutes. Well, not 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Mum's trying to steal another of my jumpers.
No.
No, it's not for you.
Come on then. The chocolate.
Yes. See, the thing is, they're all on top of his calendar, so he can't get into his whilst these are on top, because he's playing the game without us behind your back.
No, I'm just reading the
He's
bits to
prepping.
get ahead.
7. Can't fight my way into a cardboard box. Yay! Black Forest Gatto.
That's
My
another of your favourites.
It's my absolute
Oh,
favourite.
it's your absolute favourite. Oh,
Yes.
that's nice.
So I shall be immediately going and making that.
Yeah.
We're
Ooh.
going to Baker Street.
Oh!
Meet my mates.
Sherlock Holmes.
I need a shepherd's crook. There we go.
Violin on the floor. Pinboard littered with notes. Photographs, newspapers, many of them.
Mum, don't ruin your nails.
Take a closer look at the pinboard.
Okay.
And there's a pinboard there, okay? So it's up here, isn't it?
7. There.
7.
We've got a pinboard. Oh, there's lots of
Oh,
cards.
blimey.
Oh, good grief. Well, his red thread is all over the...
Real.
Oh, clue A and clue B. And there's the red thread. And there's another message. That's C. Good grief.
Is there one on the floor
There's
as well?
2 on the floor.
Oh, blimey. Am I going round in circles? I haven't got to cut these up, have I?
Yes, we do have to cut them up. This one's labour intensive.
Hone my scissor skills.
Yes. Slippery, isn't it? Slippery little suckers. Oh, we came to the conclusion that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Is it a Christmas movie?
Yes, we're set at Christmas.
No, we do note A first. Alludes to something missing. Do you see a gap on the notice board?
That
No,
looks
we've
like...
done that correctly.
Yeah.
2.
Oh!
Yeah, Jack.
Well, how are you supposed to?
There's mumbling afoot.
Mumbling a foot. Would
No.
I be allowed to borrow your hat tonight?
Sure, but why?
We're meant to wear a hat.
Oh,
Would
that
you
would
like
be
a
fun.
comfortable one?
Oh, well, you got
Well,
no, a
Mum's got a small
party
head, haven't
hat.
you?
Party
Oh.
hat.
You can try it. Hang on, we've got the coming. Oh, the thumbnail. That would be a brilliant thumbnail.
All right, okay.
Dad, don't disappear.
I advertise you. I'll take more cards.
The only trouble is the feathers are a little bit precarious because they're only tied on with a ribbon.
Well, she's not going to be doing the jive.
Well, yeah.
No, I'll literally put it on for the hat bit and then
I wonder if it'll fit your head.
put it back in the car. So it's,
It fits you better than it fits me.
oh, so yeah, thank you.
That's brilliant. No, you got to turn towards. Look at me. Oh yeah, and then see if we can get Dad in as well for a thumbnail, but without getting hit by it. No, turn to look at me, Mum. Dad's gonna get feathers in his face. Stay still.
He's wiping his face. Did it work?
I have no idea. But there we go. Your thumbnail looks different. Oh look, that does it fit?
Yeah.
Does it feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Well, that's unfair. I mean, yes, you could borrow my hat to go out. Where are you going this evening?
Women's Institute.
Oh, okay.
Christmas party.
If you don't win a prize,
I'll
I'll be upset.
You don't mind?
No, of course not. Ooh. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. I'm going to go and make my hot chocolate. I'll come back and let you know how that is in a second. Mum gave Susie her Christmas present early and she does approve, and she hasn't unravelled it yet, although it probably won't take a lot of time for her to unravel it. Could you be any cuter? I'm so excited. It's probably a little hot, but oh, that one is just my favourite. It's actually, I think, only 60% cocoa solids in this one, so it's not technically the dark chocolate that we're allowed on keto, so this probably has way more sugar in it than I should be having on keto, but oh, so good. So good. I am going to get on with my Carter messenger bag, and I'm going to pivot because I was supposed to be doing a bag in a day, and technically it will be a bag in 24 hours, but having said that my camera is behaving itself fairly decently, a bunch of the footage that I'd filmed yesterday was corrupted, which was annoying. Also, for some reason in the last update they've changed the way that the timer works for laps, and I have no idea what I'm doing because I don't understand how to make it do another lap. I just keep resetting it. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone trying to work it out, and I will work it out, but I reset, so I lost my timer on my bag as well. So I'm going to pivot because it's no longer going to be a bag in a day. Bag in 24 hours, but not bag in a day. So I'm going to do a new sewing tutorial for making the flap with different hardware than the pattern recommends. The pattern has recommendations for either make it your own kind of like slots for the long tabs to go into, or you can use a metal bridge from Emmeline bags, which is what I used in the original sew along. But for this one I'm using the half moon magnets on the bag flap, and that means that I want to change a few things up. So I thought I would do an additional part of the sew along to add to the Carter messenger bag sew along that I've already done, for just changing up the flap for the new hardware. Fingers crossed I can make this work. I mean, I have got enough of the red Rex faux leather to make another flap if I need to, but in fact I've probably got enough to cut out a whole other bag body if I need to, but I really don't want to have to do that, so let's cross our fingers that I can make this work. But first up I'm going to make my shoulder strap because it needs its hardware adding to it, so I'm going to get that done. And I have gone for a 1.5 inch wide strap, which is wider than the one that the pattern recommends, and I'm also putting in a strap slider on this one, which is also not what the pattern recommends, but only and purely and simply because that's the hardware that I had in stock that matched the other hardware that I have, and I think it's going to look cool, so I'm going to give that a try and get that done first, and then we can move on to the bag flap, which is the biggest change. So let's get those done, but first hot chocolate, because of course. Progression is definitely happening. They were asking if you do a lot of painting because they very much liked your setup, but this is your Christmas and birthday present, isn't it? Your easel and brushes.
I haven't painted since I was 19.
Wow. But yes, you're getting back into it, and
oh, I love it.
And Christmas and birthday present was the easel and paintbrushes, and maybe something to contain paintbrushes might be materialising soon. It's looking really good.
I've some acrylic paints somewhere as well.
Ooh.
Because Mum's been trying to get me back to doing this for years.
3 hours later.
I have finished. I have finished. Oh, it's so cute. It definitely is going to look better when it's got things inside of it, rather than because it's collapsing a little bit around the sides, but that is kind of sort of to be expected. As I say, when it's got things in it, it will definitely sit better. But I really love the lining. I think that's really cute. These magnetic closures are amazing, but they are very heavy. That is something to think about. It's so cute and so squishy. I really like the thick strap on it actually. I think that looks really nice. Pleased with that. Very pleased with that. We'll probably move everything over into it and use it for my new handbag for a while, because we all know I like to do that. I'm glad that I didn't put any extra rivets on it. I don't think it needs it because of those really big half moon magnetic clasps are quite prominent, so yeah, I don't think it needed any more decorative elements around the top, but yay, really pleased with it. That was one actual thing in my December plans that is complete, which is awesome. So I'm going to, what am I going to do next? Makeup brush rolls, although I have got a hangout with the $10 and $15 tier Patreon peeps this evening, and I can't film so long at the same time as I'm chatting with them, so maybe I will cut out the Power Trip bag, because even if I don't get to it this week, it'll be nice to have it cut out. And I've also got out my laptop sleeve pattern, because I'm thinking about maybe, if I have enough of the butterfly tapestry, I'm thinking about putting or making a sleeve for my laptop, just because I think a matching set would be nice. So, you know, for no other reason than that. Yeah. Right, okay, let's go and do all of those things. Or let's start doing those things, because yes, it's currently 3 minutes to 5, so tonight's Vlogmas is just about to go up. Yeah, I feel like I've ahead of the game, but I've still got so much stuff to do, and it's the decision paralysis again, because I've got so much stuff to do. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to start working on the dresses that I want to do next week. The coat's going to be the last thing that I do, so it might not get finished before Christmas, but I would like to get it finished in December, because I keep thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to get everything finished for the 24th, but I don't. I've got till the end of December, so the coat could get finished then, and then I'm going to film my year in review. My battery has just given up the ghost, so I'll change that, and I think I'm going to go and get myself a drink, another drink from the main house, and then I will report back later and let you know what I did decide to do, because still massive indecision. It is much later on. I went up to the main house and had dinner with mum and dad. Also had a glass of wine. May regret that tomorrow morning, but just the one glass, and it was delicious. Back down here because I have a hangout with the peeps, Patreon peeps, at 8, but I've got to do some bits and pieces until then. It's really warm in here. It's 23 degrees in here. It's lovely. It's really nice, to the point where I'm thinking about taking my jumper off. Lots of you guys have been asking about the pink dress that's hanging in the background. It's a ready-to-wear dress that our very lovely cleaner Era bought from TK Maxx, and it needs to be hemmed for her. It's been hanging there for a while because mum has agreed to do it, and they're swapping time, so mum's going to give her some of her time and Era's going to give us some of her time. But that's what that dress is, hanging up in the background. And lots of you guys have also been asking about my cat. Actually, you know what, I'm going to have to take this jumper off. I am baking. My face is going red. Oh, I look like a disheveled mess now. There we go. That's better, because I am cooking. Yeah, my face is bright red. What was I saying? My advent calendar. It's from Hotel Chocolat. It's specifically their drinking chocolate one. It's limited edition, so that's why I'm not listing to it in the description down below, because it's no longer available. At least it wasn't the last time I checked. I will have a look again for the description of this video. I use it with a velvetizer, which is by Hotel Chocolat, and it's a kitchen gadget. I bought mine from them a couple of years ago now. The actual gadget itself is about £99, but you can get it half price if you sign up for a year's subscription of the drinking chocolate from Hotel Chocolat. And if you're going to buy the velvetizer, then you're going to have the chocolate. So for me, it just made sense. So I signed up for a year's subscription and got the velvetizer half price. Do you need it? No, you don't. It's one of those quirky little gadgets that does one thing, makes drinks. You can do coffee in it, and I do coffee in it quite frequently. The Hotel Chocolat do lattes that you can put, latte sachets that you can put in there, but also like the Nescafe sachets, any powdered coffee you can put in there. Obviously like a press coffee, that doesn't work, but any powdered coffee you can do in the velvetizer as well. It is literally a magnetic whisk and heating element in a container that will do 1 cup at a time. Do you need it? No, you don't. But is it really cute and effective? Yes, it is. You put your milk in, you put your chocolate in or your coffee in, and then you press a button. 2 minutes later you have a drink. Then you fill it up with water to the line, put a couple of drops of washing up liquid in it, turn it on again, and it cleans itself. I love mine, but it is a gadget that you don't need. It's just a nice gadget, and it's kind of like one of those things. I know there's a few of you that have been asking me about it, and it's definitely a really good present for the person who has everything, as long as they don't have the world's smallest kitchen. But I highly recommend, and I love mine. And you can totally make it yourself with, you know, a pan and a stove and hot milk and doing it that way. But this one, it heats it to the perfect temperature, whisks it as it goes, and you don't have to worry about burning anything. So yeah, I recommend. Anyway, that was 6 minutes of waffle. I'm sorry. The glass of wine is telling. I think what I'm going to do is start cutting out my Power Trip bag outer, because I'm hoping, as I said earlier, I think I will have enough to make a laptop sleeve as well out of my butterfly fabric. If I do, that would be amazing. I am going to cut out the Power Trip pieces and see how much of the fabric I have left, and see if I can get a laptop sleeve out of it as well, because I would love the matching set. I've got the book tote, I've got the pencil case, the Power Trip bag, and hopefully a laptop sleeve as well would be really, really cool. I would love that. Ooh, on that note, my website, the domain name has been transferred over, so kittenishbehaviour.com is now active again. It is a really basic website, and the book tote video and blog post aren't up on it yet. They should be up on Saturday. But the retreat, the sewing retreat, is up on the website now with all of the details, the itinerary, the cost, what's included, what's not included. All of those things are up on the website, so I'll have it's always linked in the description down below. But if you are interested in coming to the sewing retreat next year, then book your place now, because I know there's a lot of people that want to come already. I think I had something like 14 or 15 say that they wanted to come, and there's 10 spaces, so get your places in now. But the website is active now, which is awesome, and it is very basic, and I will be adding it to it over time. I'm going to be putting my pattern stash on there, my fabric stash. There will be a shop for things that I am destashing or making and selling, etc, etc. So yeah, go and check it out. But I'm really pleased that I finally got it done. Yay. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling at you and get on with cutting out some bits and pieces, and then I have my hangout with the Patreon peeps at 8, so I will get them to say Merry Vlogmas to you as well, if they don't mind, and then we will call it a night, because it's going to have been a long one today. I'll stop waffling now.
Merry Vlogmas.
Awesome. Every single one of you better than Dad. I think you will have just seen, but I finished up with the Patreon peeps for the Zoom call this week. I managed to get my By Annie Power Trip bag cut out, and I've got one bit ready for quilting. The instructions really stumped me to begin with. I've never made a By Annie pattern before, so I was a bit like, I have no idea what's going on. But once I'd worked it out, it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So we're cutting out big pieces of fabric to quilt, to then cut out the actual finished size pieces for the bag that we want to make, because this is the zipper panel, and at one point I was trying to cut 2 of these out, and I was like, this is like, the zip goes in the middle of this, but I was thinking I had to cut 2 of these out. I was like, that bag's gonna be really big. So no, it's not going to be that big. But I am gonna call it a night, because it is 9:10 and I have more editing to do, because of course I do. And I have a really early start tomorrow, because I've got the lovely Nicola coming from All About the Outfit, and we're going to be doing some Make 9 planning. I'm hoping that having some input is gonna help me have a more cohesive Make 9. I haven't said to you guys, actually, 5 of you have booked colour analysis with Nicola, and one of you is from the Isle of Wight, so wow, and say hi, because I'm always up for meeting more sewers on my little island. So yeah, but it's really exciting, and I hope you guys are enjoying the experience as much as I enjoyed mine and have clearly been raving about it. But yes, Nicola's coming over tomorrow, so we've got a couple of hours of planning. I'm intending to set the camera up and watch us waffle, and then I'll have to edit that later. It will be funny and it will be really good, I think insightful, but it's going to be a lot of work. But it'll be fine, it'll be totally fine. But anyway, on that note, I am going to call it a night, because like I said, I've got loads of stuff to do this evening. So I hope you've enjoyed day 7 of Vlogmas. Can't believe we're on day 7. I don't know how that's happened, but I hope you can join us for day 8 tomorrow. Bye!